bot is posting all the dungeon runs.
Bot?
Why would anyone walk anywhere?
Yeah, the mythic runs.
Another
It's
satisfied
in
patron.
Discord. It's a bot from Raider.io.
And what, general?
No, it shows basically in every run.
I don't see it in Discord. Where are you
It's
looking?
in announcements.
That's not a good thing.
It's not a bad thing.
Well, basically, it shows.
Oh, that's last night's run. Look at that. An hour and a half for Far Folly, an ear, and Sill and Illuminator to clear Necrotic Wake. Oh my god, that's pathetic. Those people suck.
What a group of losers.
That's not a real hour and a half, though. That's like it counts your deaths, so it.
Who is calling us pathetic?
Oh man, look at this. Look at the missed time that Folly, ear, Illuminator, and Sill did. Jesus. That was sad.
You were there too, Near. I blame it on the healer.
What? Huh?
I blame it on the single guy this time.
That's messed up. I was running with married couples last night. That's not fair. I wish I was married.
Her poor wife. Oh yeah, Farge kept trying to tell you that she was not married.
Why does it show us as horde? That's what I don't understand.
It's just a random icon.
Oh, okay.
It's just showing you whore, not as horde.
It's not even like you guys didn't make time. It's like cleared in an hour and a half of 36 minutes. You losers.
Listen, I'm gonna point out that on the last boss of the Necrotic Wake, you and Sill must have died 20 times.
And who was healing?
All I know is Illuminator and Fafali stayed alive, so my healing was mostly good.
Well,
There's a
pick on the
couple
other.
There's a couple of little tiny things on that boss that not many people pay attention to until they're doing keys. Like when you come back from being ported away, you need to run into a corner real fast because you're going to drop nasty ice on the floor.
We didn't have
Okay,
any
I
problem
did
with
that, but
those
it
guys
still
doing
killed
that
me.
because they never made it back from running the gauntlet.
Oh, they couldn't make it
Bullshit.
through. They couldn't dodge the stuff. Gotcha.
I made it back every time.
Explosives down there too, and
I
the
had
gauntlet.
I had two explosives.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
That sucks.
It was basically when the gauntlet looked at me and was like, well, I'm fucked.
I've never run the gauntlet, so I don't know, but that really sucked.
I was out of Fire Blast and Phoenix Flame, so I didn't even have like a quick.
Yeah, because there's one ad at the end, and he probably does spawn explosives.
And then I ran to the corner when I came back, and it still killed me.
You got to move out of it too when it lands.
Also, I have to add, they were both drunk.
No.
I was
Yeah,
drunk
because you
too,
get
Mirabai.
if you get the comet storm when sometimes it overlaps when you get the comet storm when you port back up, and you gotta sometimes you gotta pop a defensive or you might die.
Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah,
I'm gonna blame it on that.
Because if you run in a corner and the comet storm hits, you still gotta move or else you're gonna die.
Good time. We had fun.
It doesn't matter how long it took us. We finished it.
Right, and that it really didn't take all that long either, because that's time cumulative with all your deaths too.
Hold on. Let's calculate. What's 100 deaths times 5?
812.
Really? So really we timed it then.
Yeah, you timed it. The worst boss in Necrotic Wake is the second boss, hands down.
Oh, we did.
Well,
We one shot that.
We know that.
We went through that about a few dozen times.
You tell us which is the worst boss for mists and which is the worst for necrotic wake, and we already know.
Second boss for Mist sucks too.
I didn't like the last.
Yeah, agreed.
Last one isn't that bad as long as you've got something to burn with.
Explosive and tyrannical, all the little ads help spawn explosive.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and
funny.
that last boss is so huge. All the explosives get
Yeah.
lost in her giant
Yeah.
body.
Fuck that like miss this week. No way.
Yeah, I think I'll skip Mythics this week.
We came close on our necrotic wake, like on Tuesday. I think we were like 35 seconds or something like that. No, that was 35 seconds. Yeah,
Pretty close.
because that was the one where we wiped on the second boss, and then we had to run all the way back.
Like a minute and a half just running back. It was sad.
Hey, Fraz, good to see you.
Howdy ho.
Fraz, have you done this one much with us?
I've been gone for 2 weeks. Hospitals suck.
So basically, it's kind of just like normal, except that it's got this thing where it'll pop a red circle, and the red circle, the person, whoever that is, everybody needs to run in on top of them because they're all going to get jerked in, and then you're going to have to walk back out, but we're going to have Isla marked, and she's going to talk everybody through it the whole time.
Okay.
Bro, third pillar or fourth?
I thought we were doing it on the second. Did we do it on the second one last time?
Yeah, second.
I think so.
Okay.
Just 3 compliments?
I could, if it's you, I can give you 5.
I have lots of books.
It's not me.
Thank you, Karn.
You're welcome.
I'll come up
All
with
right,
the
cool.
compliments organically.
Okay.
Fuck,
I missed it.
Babe, you're not muted.
That's fine. It's easier to make fun of Karn this way.
Making fun of me for.
Why not?
I mean,
No.
I think if
Like,
Alon's not going, open mic, I think we should all just go open mic.
I think surprised you're still alive. I thought we'd be recruiting a new tank tonight.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh no. I got that message approved before I posted it on Facebook.
What did you post on Facebook?
He basically said, "My wife snores, and here's a video of Godzilla roaring as an example."
Oh, that can't be a good thing.
See, you're lucky you're alive.
First, I thought it was just him recording his wife, and then I clicked on the link. I was like, "Oh wow!"
I think he has a Facebook account for that type of stuff.
No, I'm on open book.
Well, yeah, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. You're very low.
Yeah, you're really quiet.
You're going to have to yell or bang excessively on the keyboard like last time. I mean, I thought I was listening to some German, Rammstein stuff.
What's the holdup?
I'm getting things set up. Hold on.
It's not 8:30 yet.
Are we doing Flask or Run?
I'm just waiting for things to be set up.
Oh,
I'll drop.
Here's the feast.
thank you for the food and the cauldron.
You know?
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
That's
better.
that's good.
Okay, so about the snoring thing. Everyone
Let's get the important
snores.
stuff out of the way.
I don't snore badly. I just was on my back, and he could shake a house down. Just saying.
I have not snored since I got my surgery. So there.
That's probably what you think.
That's just
Exactly.
New post tomorrow.
He has a special way. I don't know how he does it. He manages to start snoring just as I'm falling asleep, without fail.
Can somebody post a smoke link of island snoring?
It's not.
All right.
Oh God.
It's not a leak. Okay, so here's what I did. Last night, I was asleep, dead asleep. And then all of a sudden, I heard very close by the roar of Godzilla.
Come on.
It sounded exactly like Godzilla's roar. And I woke up with a start. Because I was afraid I was going to have to evacuate. And I waited just a second, and then there it was again. Somehow, my wonderful wife had rolled over and was like literally snoring directly into my ear. And so at 4:30 in the morning, I startled me awake, and I had to pee. So I went to pee, and I came back, and I just lightly poked her on the side, and she complained a little bit, but she turned over.
Okay, by lightly poke, he means nudged with his elbow to the point where I physically moved. Like my body moved, he pushed me so hard.
Wasn't that bad?
That the trick is to pin the nose closed.
I'll do that next time.
Oh, no, you will not.
That works with my wife because she sort of and then rolls over.
Sass,
That's
you're gonna
good.
heal, dude.
All right, let's get set up.
I wake up battered and bruised because I know I sound like a lumber mill sawing some wood.
And welcome to Sunday evening marriage counseling with Paradise Lost.
I make other noises when I sleep, but I don't snore.
Okay, so let's do what we were doing like the last few attempts last time, but like better.
Without the wipe or with the wipe?
Hopefully without the wipes.
Okay, just checking.
We got it down to 0.2% at one point, right?
Yeah, it was 8K.
They glitched. Stupid game.
Yeah, that's my bad. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't hit the fence or the gate. It needs to hit the wall. Sass, can you go heals, please?
Hello?
Dual wield, can I put two oils on?
If you're Fury.
I am Fury this time.
Yeah.
I put 2 potions on both of my dagger.
No, okay.
Can y'all hear me? I'm open now.
Yep.
Okay. Has Fraz done this?
I follow you.
Yeah. At one point, I'm going to say, okay, time for a U-turn, and that's exactly what it sounds like. We're going to U-turn around a pillar, okay?
Okay.
Everybody's showing it ready. Here's your countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Forward and to the right a little bit on this first one.
Beware. Squish you.
We're going to come back to the other side of that goop.
Beware. Stand still.
Yep. There's the word. There's the word.
3, 2,
Forward.
1.
Beware. Stopping time. A master beast. Beware. Ouchie. Beware. Cross your face.
Forward.
Stone cross you.
Back where we came from.
That's me.
Beware.
Sorry, Paul.
Ooh. Far back.
3, 2,
Be prepared for hero in just a second.
Barf
When it
incoming.
hits a pillar, blow hero. Now, go, go, go.
We're going to go toward the first pillar on the next one.
Stone harder than hell.
Make sure you have a defensive ready for the next pillar. I'll tell you when to use it.
Squish you.
Pillar.
Stone cross you.
U-turn. To the middle.
Beware.
Oof. Okay. Can we actually inch over toward the second pillar a little bit? Inching, please. Here. Yes, thank you. We're going to go toward the third
Be
pillar
right with your defensive.
on the next
Use
one.
it now.
Actually, we're going to go left on the next one. Excuse me. Left.
Beware. No fair. Beware.
Left. There you go. We're going to go
Coming up on that.
back up just a little bit.
Coming up on 33%. Be
All right.
careful.
Yep, through the goop right here.
It's done, Sham, it's done.
Here. We're gonna. We won't go past the third pillar. Come back. Just run through the goop. Over toward the wall.
Beware.
Guys, don't worry about the freaking goop. Just run through it in a straight line back where you came from.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Forward.
Beware. Stopping time.
Final pillar. Be prepared.
We're gonna go toward fourth pillar on the next one.
What?
Why did he go over
How the hell did that happen?
What was that?
together here.
We were
right behind the pillar.
I know.
That's a bug. That's bullshit.
Beware.
Arb was just
Sweet to squish you.
What?
My
Jesus.
What was that?
Arb was just going for that achievement.
Oh.
Wait,
Wait, I know I didn't.
mind yourself. Jack's making it.
That was weird. Both of us were in a pillar time.
Maybe it's a bit nearsighted.
There we go. Okay. God, all my spells were in the wrong place. That was so confusing. Huh? I know. It's okay. Felt rushed, so. What do you mean? How do I fix that? You mean activation? Okay.
This?
Is that better? Testing.
They're both $8.
Yeah, he's got a macro.
Oh.
Just a second.
I know using stuff was not the right stuff, but I absolutely, my throat is irritated and I feel a little high, so I think I understand they can hear me. I have to talk. Sorry.
You guys are
Everybody's ready?
sniffing products.
What's trying
What are you?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Scrubbing bubbles. Just not purposefully.
That's good stuff.
Go pick some of that shit up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Gonna flatten your bones! Beware.
Stack up, please. Tighten it up.
Smash!
Forward and right on the first one. As usual. Unless we don't get one. Alright, back to where we came from mostly. Maybe a little more forward, but about the same area.
Beware.
It's good.
Smash!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Forward on the next one toward him.
Beware. Stomping
Let's move
time!
forward a little bit, please. Forward, just a little bit.
Beware. Ouchie!
Tighten up, please.
Beware.
Forward. We're gonna go to the right of the scoop.
Stand still!
The next one.
Stone crush you!
Back where we came from, actually.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Forward.
You ready?
Heading toward the first pillar on these next couple.
When he hit.
Beware.
Toward the first pillar on the next one.
Stone harder than
Tighten up.
beware.
Pillar.
Stunned.
Squish you.
Forward. In between the goops. Next thing should be the U-turn, I believe. Yep, U-turn.
Beware.
Right here, this little divot.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You ready with your defensives?
All right, toward the third pillar. Here.
Beware. Stupid toy.
You ready? Blow defensives now.
All right, we're gonna go left next.
Beware. No fear.
Yeah.
He's about to transit. Ready? About to enrage. Be careful.
Move to the left, click. Move to the left, click the other left.
Beware.
Left.
Got you.
You may have to back up out of a stomp. It's okay, just get in the brown crowd. Forward into this little space. Alright. When we come back, we're going to go near the third pillar, but toward the wall. In that open space by the wall.
Beware.
Oof. Look at your health, guys. Help the healers out.
3, 2, 1.
Need our butt.
Forward.
Beware.
She's coming.
Wait till after he charges, though.
We're gonna go like forward and left on the next one.
Beware.
Forward and left. Good.
Stunned.
Cross your face.
Good.
Forward and left. That's it.
Cross you.
Back to where we came from, through the goop. Don't try to avoid it.
Beware.
Don't get too separated, guys. Just stay alive.
Want me to run?
4,
Defensives,
3,
etc.
2, 1.
Forward, whatever.
Beware. Stupid toy.
Could you die, please? Thank you.
Oh, guys.
Nice.
Now what are we going to do for the next hour and a half?
All right, and with that, folks, I'm going off of open mic. It's been real.
Oh.
No.
Love y'all. I'll be on push to talk. Don't even worry about it.
We'll miss you.
Oh, Karn got
I'm
the
still
pretty
here.
gauntlet.
It's not the same.
Thank God. We're
We've been listening to you for the last 7 weeks.
We must continue our pursuit, mortals.
Are we going to have to do that thing? We're going to kill trash again?
Seem beyond
There is a cup, 3 trash bags.
Denathrius's
There's
most
not more?
loyal
Like,
guardians
we can beat
still
trash.
stand between us and our quarry.
Ooh, those are so much bigger than the other ones.
All I got was anima. Psh.
Guys, we're 8 out of 10 heroic. Look at us.
5 years later.
Anybody want to check my new gloves for me?
Nelly deals for a friend of the Grummels.
The devil is going. Okay, there they go. I said, does anybody want to enchant my new gloves for me?
Shock, browse.
No, strength of
All my strength. Hold back their onslaught. Call, Grishol, Do not be blinded by
Alright, I'm
misplaced
pulling the first
loyalty.
group back. Here we go.
The bargain Nathria-Sludgefist struck will destroy Revendreth.
You are a disgrace to our kind, Draven. If you will not serve, Stoneborn, strike down these usurpers!
Okay, let me kind of re-explain us for everybody, because like even on normal, I don't think anybody really paid attention to what was going on, and we kind of were winging it on the on the mechanics, but that was absolute luck, and I'm afraid that this won't be as lucky.
Wow.
So
more skill.
Well, all right.
There's many lucky dudes.
So, a couple things you need to know. Like, you start out the fight, we're fighting Cal, and Grishal is flying around. So, Call is being fought, where Grishal is flying around. Call's going to do the thing where she does a blade, and she throws it out, and it's going to hit a couple of people. And when we were doing this on normal, we were not careful about where those people are. We're going to have to be careful about where those people are this time. And so those people are going to need to run to a couple of marks to get out away from people. So I'm going to assist Sturge, and he can mark out where people could go and stand. Those people need to run out, and then the blade's going to go out and hit them, and then they can come back into the group. The tanks are going to get hit with a bleed as well. Bleed, all the bleeds you get a bleed from getting hit with Wicked Blade, you get a bleed from the tank debuff, and if you don't do anything about that bleed, it'll be there the whole fight. So the thing about that is she casts this thing where she's going to target somebody with a circle, and that circle, it's going to, after just a second or two, it's going to turn everybody in it to stone, so it'll stun them, and then a few seconds later a meteor's going to hit. So what we need to have happen is we need for people to jump in, whoever need the bleed cleared, and then everybody else needs to jump in and take the meteor hit. That way it doesn't kill the people that are standing in it. That's the main thing about call. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sturge, but from what I saw, there are ads in that first phase too. There's a big ad that comes out while you're fighting call.
The ad's priority, and he's going to frenzy somebody, and he'll just jump, just like these ads did. Jump on somebody and just beat them for a couple seconds.
So we need to kill the ad every time it comes. There's this big one's going to come out with call, and there's another big one that's going to come out with Grishal. Now the difference is you guys have seen the ads before, but the ads usually aren't there until like halfway through down, and then you're doing like transition phase into the. So you really need to focus the ads down when they come out. So anytime there's an ad, you're switching to the ad. So when
it does.
Yeah. But again, that's a 2-minute cooldown, and you might get more often than that.
The biggest problem is going to be, the tanks are going to be somewhere in front of Star right here. And so ad will be tanked, kind of off to the side a little bit. I mean, but still around, because I think you have to tank swap occasionally. I don't know the mechanics on the tanks. Yeah. Everyone in the raid, range, melee, everything will be on Star. Everybody. And then when you get the meteor thing on you, you will run the X, and you will stand on X. And anybody that has a bleed needs to stand in with X so they get stunned and their bleeds get dropped. And everybody needs to run in to absorb meteor. Stop what you're doing and get in, except for, unless the tanks need to drop bleeds, I don't know. So, but I guess you can. If you have a bleed, run out to Diamond and run out to Moon.
Talking about the Wicked Blade.
You'll have a red chevron over your head. Do not stand together. If you stand together, you will die. So, make sure that you stand over here. Separate it out. You don't have to be on the marks. Just don't be on top of each other. The blade will come out from call and hit one person. So we'll say the blade coming from Star hits Moon. It'll go to Diamond, and then it'll go back to Star. This is a no-fly zone. This whole side over here, you should never be over here. Because when you get hit with the blades, it will cause an AoE splash that puts bleeds on everyone. So if we're all on Star and one of the melee decides, hey, I'm super cool and I'm going to stand like right over here with the tanks, and you get hit by the bleeds, it's going to splash and hit everybody, and it's a wipe.
None of our melee are super cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of the first phase with the bleeds.
Mm-hmm. And then you get that transition phase that you call in normal, where you've got a bunch of ads that are like, there's an ad that pops out, but then there's a bunch of red orbs that are popping all over the place, and you got to get those red orbs and bring them to Renathal.
Yeah, there's going to be red pools that start showing up on the ground. Don't stand in the red pools. They'll come close to killing you, but there'll be red orbs. If you can either, sometimes people pick them up accidentally. If you do, you'll have a red circle over your head. Just run it back here to Renathal. Drop it off. Now, you'll need somebody paying attention to when he's about to bust and when he has enough of mana or whatever, anima, because everybody does need to run back because he does a much bigger kickback. And, if you really want to, if you stand on this side between the door and him, it will kick you into the door. Usually I like standing right in front of me, so it kicks me right back to the boss so I can DPS it. But if you're really far away, you're going to get kicked off the edge.
Right.
What else?
Some people will also find themselves in corners and stuff too. Like if you're at an angle where when you get knocked back from Renathal, you'll get knocked into this corner over here or to the other side of the door. You'll be safe. You just don't want to get knocked off the edge.
I don't remember what all these things are called. So there's like an earthquake thing. The guy in
this is second phase. This is Grishal.
Yeah. So when you go into the second phase with Grishal, there's going to be these earthquakes that show up on the ground. you have to do, like if we're all, I mean, yeah, everyone I've seen always runs around like chickens with their heads cut off, but you don't have to. I mean, you can, when you see the brown swirly, you can step back and then step back again and step back again. But everybody always runs around in circles and somebody usually always dies. So if that happens, you know, just try not to be eating brown stuff. So
the big thing is they need to be soaked every time one goes off. So like whenever you see one on the ground, it's going to hit.
No, these are little ones.
Oh.
I mean, you know, the gargoyle in this was Halls of Atonement. No, Sanguine Depths. The gargoyles that do the little brown swirlies on the ground and then knock you up. Everyone will have a brown swirly that comes out underneath them when you got to move.
Okay, so that one must be the one that follows you around.
Yeah, it does. I think it's like it drops maybe 3 times. I can't remember. So just kind of move, maybe times. So just move. You know, so during that phase, everybody, you know, will run around with chickens with their heads cut off. Just make sure you're trying to not run over here if bleeds are out. And then the other thing, which is a yellow chevron over your head. So you're going to drop a big pull down, drop them in order: skull, triangle, circle, square. And that way we'll have them kind of, if you drop them out of order, it kind of screws up a rotation. So the first person to get a chevron over your head, come drop it on the skull. Next one, get it on the triangle, so on and so forth. And then by the time we get to square, then the next one will go back to skull. And we'll be doing that.
Because they disappear.
Yeah, they disappear. So, I mean, we'll be doing that up until pretty much the end. And then you'll see the person that has it over their head, of course, can't soak anything, but they'll be dropping one. Everyone else will probably usually assign 2 people to each one to cover. That way, usually somebody's available to step in. As long as you have full health, you can soak. You'll see these big brown circles, and they'll be pulsed white. They need to be soaked, or else we're going to wipe. And so somebody needs to stand in it. You know, don't need 2 people, just one person. If you have an immunity, you can soak more than one if somebody happens to overlap them. Or if you have low health, you can use an immunity. You know, so anything that reduces physical damage, so bubble, bop, whatever, I think should work. And that's pretty much it. They both have to be killed at the same time. And,
all right, so a quick rundown, just a Cliff's note, on what you've just seen. We're even in that phase where the earthquake, you still have to take your bleeds out, because the wicked blade will still be happening during all phases. So if you go ahead.
I was going to say the only difference is when Grishal is down, Call is in the air. So the blade is going to return back to her, which is in the air. So
right.
Yeah, so it's a little safer in the middle.
Yeah. So we still want the people that get Wicked Blade to be coming to these every single time. So if you get Wicked Blade, you go there. Remember, the red mark here is for the person who has the I think it's a red circle, or maybe it's I don't know what it's going to end up looking like, but it's the person that's going to have the thing to turn the stone and to soak the meteor, and everybody's going to have to jump on this for the meteor soak. This is where all of you go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, anybody that's got the bleed needs to be running in, and so you can drop your bleed. If you end up with 2 bleeds on you, you're going to die fast, and healers will hate you. So you just get in. Everybody else just be standing on the edge. So once it hits and run, you can soak. You don't want to get stunned.
And then this mark here is for everybody to be standing pretty much the whole fight on the first phase. Not the whole fight, just the first phase, standing pretty much a whole fight. But we do need people running out for the blades for the first phase. And when Grishal is down, we're going to need for the blades over there, and then all of the earthquake things. Remember, we're going to do them in order from here all the way back. So drop your little brown pool earthquake things here, and then we'll need people soaking them every time they go off. Then during each transition, we have to bring all the red orbs to Renathal, and we're always killing ads when they're active. That's pretty much. All All right, let's give this a shot. Here is a
Okay, Karn. So
Yeah.
are we going to tank swap off after how many stacks?
1.
One. Okay, so you going to get call first?
Yeah.
Okay. Got my macro.
All right.
Everyone, go ahead and move to star. Everybody, hand it on star when the fight starts.
We're taking him right here.
Well, you need to tank him a little in front of star. You know, basically, you want to keep him. You know, Call has a huge hitbox.
Star.
He has a huge hitbox, so everybody needs to stay at the edge of the hitbox, especially for Wicked Blades. So you don't have to stand inside a Call. So stay kind of at the edge. But the ad, make sure whoever's taking that, you kind of move ad a little closer because his hitbox is a little smaller, so we can get to him without the Wicked Blades coming back to Call.
We will be having the switch on those ads whenever we toss swap.
So whenever
right.
you get call, I get the ad, then vice versa. The ads. Okay.
Okay, everybody's showing ready. Let me give you a countdown.
Yeehaw!
We stack on you, right?
No. Not this star, the other star.
The first couple pulls are gonna suck.
Your rebellion ends here!
Traitors must die!
You need to move Call away from us a little bit.
Tear you asunder!
Take the boss off.
Focus
The boss?
Take the boss
My
off.
blade will find you!
Get the blades out.
Wrong way with the blades.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
and
that
there's
killed
the
him.
raid. Wipe.
Told you.
The depths take you!
Did we win?
Yeah. Red chevron, you go to the other side of the room immediately.
The
It's
depths
basically
take
like
you!
the only thing you're going to see in this first part is the Wicked Blade. So when you get that mark or whatever, you need to definitely run to the other side where the moon and the diamond is.
Yeah.
Where you
And everybody's going to get blades. Everybody's going to get blades.
I'm sorry.
To the right, then.
Okay.
Right? If you're standing on star, Call does not have a cleave at all, so you can run straight through Call. You don't have to try to make like a weird arc around them or anything. So just as soon as you get Wicked Blades, just immediately run straight. That's all you got to do. Now you want to go left or right, so just you and the other person just kind of try to work it out. So you don't
What's the name of the ad?
I don't know. It was a big ass gargoyle. Pretty much as soon as it landed, it was already time for you to take the boss. So.
Okay, yeah, that was like because I taunted the ad, and then you told me, and I couldn't taunt the boss.
I don't even know if you want to waste feasts, for the first 20 or 30 wipes.
These are the cheap feasts, though.
Okay.
These are the ones that are not the 20 stats.
They're only 600 gold apiece.
Because we're going to be, wiping like very quickly first couple of times until everybody gets a good taste for Wicked Blades. And once everybody gets used to it. And another thing I do is I never trust what's going on with Wicked Blades. Is if I'm on star, I'll sometimes take a couple steps back, just so I don't get hit. Because and when Seal ran out with the Wicked Blades, I knew what was coming, so I kind of ran away from the group. Was coming back, and I get blades on.
Can one of the hunters misdirect the ad to me?
No.
I don't have to taunt it? No?
No. Because when the ad lands, it's going to be time for you to taunt the boss.
Okay.
But guess what?
You can taunt the ad. Okay, all right. We'll do all right.
So I'll take care of the ad. Hunters, you just kill shit.
Okay.
All right. Everybody's showing as ready. I'm doing a countdown.
Click.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your
Oh.
ends here!
Traitors must die!
ahead and take it off. Blade's coming.
Blade's out.
Wrong way. Click.
We just had this conversation.
All right, crystallize needs to go to X. Oh man.
So Seal, when you get the big swirly on you, anybody gets a big swirly, goes to X. Because everybody needs to stand in it to drop the.
Hold on, we both have it, Arb, so we're gonna have to wait. So. How many stacks you got?
Get your blades.
Serrated tear just.
Okay.
Everybody's too close to the boss.
No.
Is it wicked laceration?
I got the boss. You take the ad when it lands.
Treacherous scum!
Alright, crystallize to X. You gotta bleed.
Everybody with a bleed, get an X. Everybody else get on X, get on X, get on X, get on X. Okay.
We have enough people up, so.
The depths take you!
So crystallize goes to
Treachery
X.
has come
It's a big,
to an end.
Alright.
It's okay, guys. I'll learn all the lessons for you.
Okay, Card, is DBM telling you when to talk?
No, I don't. There's no real point in worrying about that because, to be honest, like most you're going to end up with is like two bleed once, so that's no big deal.
That's the one that's called wicked laceration?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I had two. Oh, all right.
Actually, and here's the other issue, Arb, is that you got hit with it when the Wicked Blade came back from people being off to the side.
Yeah, I don't know if the tank would turn her around. I don't know.
What we want, Arb, is to be here with the boss right in front of us, basically perpendicular to Star. So that way when she throws it out, it's going to go, it'll either go to here and then bounce and then come back and then it won't hit us. We can't be on this side of the boss. We need to be here with her facing Renathal and standing next to Star.
Because when it hits you, if you're tanking, it's going to pulse. I think the pulse is like maybe 5 or 10 yards. And so if we're too close, that's why I said we need to always be at the edge of her hitbox, because that's kind of a safe place. Because it's going to bounce and then hit us, and then once it hits another person, I think it also does the little AOE burst. No, maybe it only initially.
Just a quick reminder to everyone: all these marks on the back do not matter right now. These are only for. They're only for the earthquakes for Grishal, so do not worry about these here at the very beginning. The only thing you're worried about is getting the crystallized to X, the wicked blades to the moon and the diamond, but not together at the same time. Like that last wicked blade, both people ran to diamond. That's bad news. You want to be spread apart, but on this side of the boss. These marks are guidelines for you. You don't have to go directly to them, but you do need to be away from each other on this side of the boss.
Okay. Do you want call facing back, not facing the gargoyle there? Facing Renathal, right? When we tank her?
Yeah. You can't be on. You can't be on the right side. Okay. You have to be on the diamond side.
So we don't turn her around. You just want her facing Renathal. Okay.
Yes.
It's on the back side. Okay.
Well, this is warm.
Okay.
Okay, in the freezer.
Here's a ready check. Are we? So we're good to go?
I'm back.
Okay. Here's your countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your rebellion ends here!
Traitors must die!
Bleeds out. 2 seconds.
Wicked Blade, go.
No escape!
Alright, y'all can come back in. Crystallize, X, here.
Run to X. Stop moving.
Everybody in, everybody in. Okay,
Got
now
a lot
go
of
back.
people didn't drop their bleeds.
Everybody has to be in that. If you got a bleed on you, you have to be in that circle.
Gunny nods,
Even
far,
tanks.
quick.
I was in it.
You might not get in it for the first part that drops the bleed.
Oh, okay.
Get out, bleed, out, dead.
Yeah,
I have 2.
that was dumb. Sorry.
The depths take you!
It takes a while to get to it.
Depths take you!
And of course, if you are low on health, don't soak a meteor unless you're trying to drop a
Treacherous scum! The depths take you!
We got a wicked laceration arm. I think we might need to turn the boss even more toward the star.
Well, it could have been because it hit a lot of people.
No, we had it from the first first Wicked Blade. And I know that the hunters did a good job getting out, so it was us.
Okay, gotcha.
The other option we have is we could shift the boss more toward in the middle of X and Star, and then you guys will be in reach of her, and then we could actually even be closer for Crystallize.
As long as you're kind of over on this side, when you pull her, because like I said, she's got a big hitbox. I want to make sure that we're not her hitbox is not consuming the mark.
Hey, you want her closer to the X? Like back a little bit farther?
Let's do what we were doing before, but this time we're going to turn more into the group, so maybe more like this. That way when she turns to do the Wicked Blade, she won't hit us.
So,
or
face the
better
purple
yet,
thing?
we could bring her here and turn ourselves completely around, and then we won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you can stay on that side. Yeah.
And then she'll be facing the back. She won't be facing Renathal then, but we'll be facing Renathal.
Yeah, right.
You want to make sure you're not in the path of the blades coming back.
We won't be if the one marks on the diamond every time.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that. What's your question, Nance?
So the thing that removes our bleed and the meteor we have to soak, are those the same thing?
It's like a two-effect thing. So when the person gets crystallized, the first thing that hits is a stun, and that's what drops the bleed, and then immediately it drops the meteor right after. So you'll see the effect on the ground when it first, pulses. That's when everybody needs to step in next to catch the meteor.
So if you have a bleed, get there right away.
Immediately. If you have a bleed, run to X, because the crystallizers are always going to go to X.
So go there immediately, and then if you don't have a bleed, try to wait a couple seconds and then go.
Yeah, just stand and just wait. I mean, you can stop DPSing because you're going to see it. You'll see the effect when it hits, and then step in to catch the meteor.
Okay, that makes sense. I wasn't clear on how the two things were interacting to be.
Yeah, it's a little strange because it's like a two effect thing.
Thank you.
Okay.
So the big circle, just land on X, and who cares if people are in it? Because I think that's right.
If you have crystallized on you, you don't care about anybody else. Your job is to stand up.
Okay. Because I just thought I had to get everyone out of the circle.
No.
No,
Your
you
job
want everybody in the circle eventually. It's just not at first. At first, we just want the people with the bleed, and then everybody.
Yes.
And in fact, if you guys are slow on the uptake on crystallizing and you end up right about here, it ain't no big deal. Because
Yeah,
that
that's
circle, as long as it's close enough for people to jump in, it'll be fine. And even if you screwed up with the circle and you just stood in a group for a second, it would piss everybody off because they got stunned, but it wouldn't kill you.
Unless you're low, but
Yeah.
the healers may not like you.
Let me do a ready check one more time.
You had to go make sure it was in the freezer.
Kids always bug me.
All right, everybody's showing ready. Here's your countdown.
Where's Mary?
Rehearsal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your rebellion ends here!
Traitors must die!
God. And then I'll tell you to taunt after I get 2 stacks.
You cannot run!
Hopefully we won't get them.
Crystallized X, drop your bleed.
Everybody go to X, everybody go to X, everybody go to X, everybody go to X, everybody go to X. When I say everybody go to X, that means everybody goes to X.
Including the tank?
Everybody, 100%.
We still got a couple people.
My blade will find you!
Get your bleeds out, our blades.
Bleed!
Crystallize, everybody with a bleed, get the
Everybody,
X.
come on, Arb, get over here, come on.
Soak for meteor.
You cannot run!
Oh my god.
Get
There
your
were
blades
3
out.
people in this.
Blades out. Oh.
I still feel like everybody thinks that circle doesn't apply to them or something.
Has come to an end.
So every time you see that circle go and that person takes off to that side, you guys need to eyeball it and be ready to jump in. I'd rather you jump in and be wrong than not jump in it at all.
I have a question. You want us to jump in as soon as we get it and they're on it? Or, because you said something about a bleed and I didn't...
Yeah, okay.
That I had.
Okay, let me clear this up. Okay, if you have a bleed, you have to be in a circle to clear the bleed. If you don't have to bleed, you have to be in the circle to soak the meteor. So everybody's got to be in the circle eventually. You don't want to be in it at the very beginning of it. You want to be in it when it lights up. Lights up and it's sitting there swirling. People that are in it are turned to stone and are stunned in it. Everybody has to get in it after that to soak the meteor.
If you're bleeding, go right away and get stunned.
Yeah, if you're not bleeding, just stand on the edge and wait till it turns. I think it turns white.
If you're confused, jump in it anyway and get stunned and soak it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody showing is ready. Here's a countdown.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Your rebellion ends here!
Traitors must die!
Todd.
blades out.
You cannot run!
Good job. Crystallized X. Drop your bleeds.
You cannot run!
Get your bleeds out. Good job. Everybody back out of melee a little bit. You're too close. Get on the edge of the hitbox.
I got her. You take that when it comes. Crystallize. Go, go, go. Everybody go, go, go.
You got to bleed. Get in there. Alright. Soak meteor.
Everybody soak.
Back on the.
Everybody got to move out of that. Everybody should be on star right now. Focus down. The ads have to die first.
You cannot run!
Blades out.
Take the boss arc. Crystallize. Go, 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 go. Get in it, get in, get in.
Not on the neck, a little off it.
Treacherous scum! To stone!
Alright, we're in phase, the transition phase. We're gonna be picking up ads and killing them.
Blades out.
Still have to worry about blades and everything. We still need to kill ads. We still need to do what we've been doing. Except now we have to run orbs into Relenthal. Yes, everybody's. We got orbs out. Everybody needs to pick up the orb to Relenthal.
Get the moon where we're. Alright, so.
We got a lot there.
The big thing is make sure the blade gets out when the entire array gets the blade all there's down.
How good my learning was there? Screwed out that die.
And so the red circles. Or you'll die. Yes.
Where's that? For the,
yes.
Sort of put that out. They just fight.
Yeah. DPM says I have 53 lives on this build, but I think I have
A lot more after we're done.
I get the triple digit.
What is Flash? Flash.
was a little bit of that. Just keep in mind we get to the transit and the boss is bubble taking more damage. So don't even try to focus on the ads. Orbs on the ground. Now that's one been confined to this part. Orb on the ground. You take a running away, go get the orb. We still have the same slaves that are gonna go over here. I mean the moon and the diamond. This is still gonna go to the F. You're still gonna hang out on the star if you don't have anything to do. You need to have people go get the take them to Renathal.
It's dropping that we have to move triangle, orange, and square.
That'll be the transition. Alright, everybody's showing ready. Here's your count.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your rebellion ends here!
Traitors must die!
You cannot run!
Get the blades out.
Go, crystallize. Go.
So for meteor. Back on the edge.
I got the boss.
No escape!
Get your wicked blades out.
Arb, don't be on that side. Don't. That's going to get you bleeds too. You gotta be where I am.
Okay, I thought it was trying. I thought that would not.
Crystallizer 2, you ready to drop your bleed?
It's on the boss arc. Go to the crystallize. Go. Everybody go.
Soap for meteor.
My blade will find you!
I'm stunned with Wicked Blade going on.
The depths take you!
Oh, ouch.
The depths take you! The depths!
So stand in front of her, no, even when you have her stand with you, don't move off to the side. Okay, alright.
Here's the problem, Arb. If you get between the boss and those the diamond and the moon, when that blade comes back to the boss, you're gonna get hit with a bleed. You don't want that to happen.
Treacherous scum! Your treachery has come to an end!
I almost had him.
Also, friends, and this is just an observation. Look at DPS. Some of you are targeting call. You should not be targeting call.
Friend of the
If that adds up,
like you.
the ad is your target every single time.
Okay, so I got Ravenous Feast at the same time as Wicked Blade. Is there anything we can do about that, or is it just bad luck?
We kill the ad faster. We don't need to be. The ads stay up way too long, and it's because people aren't targeting it. Like I'm looking at people's DPS. There's some people that have 60% of their DPS on call and 40% on the ad. That's not going to work. We got everybody on the ad when it 100% switch, cleave off on the call, kill the ad.
I feel like that was directed at me because that was my breakdown.
Oh no! I'll tell you who it was.
It was
if you want
absolutely me too. It's okay.
There's a long list if you want the list.
But I did convoke on call and then hit, like, so that could be why.
We basically want to nuke the ad to get it gone. That way we can focus on call for a little while. That's what our goal is.
second card. I'm trying to see if there's nothing for it to go out for when the taunt needs to happen.
Literally, I'm on you and eyeballing me the whole time, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, just because I'll let you know when I get to serrated, wicked, whatever it is. Okay.
The problem is I'm watching for that, and I can see that. Okay. But if you get that other bleed, I can't see it. So, like, really try to avoid the other bleed, the one from the wicked blade that you're gonna readjust for to not get hit by this time.
Yeah, you say.
Okay, here is another ready check. All right, we got everybody showing ready to count down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your rebellion ends here!
Traitors must die!
Tear you asunder!
100% DPS on the ad right now, everybody.
No escape!
Blades out. Back away from call. Crystallize the X. Drop the boot.
Go. Come on.
Back to the edge.
On Kyle. Harb, you didn't get your bleed off.
I was in the circle.
No, ours doesn't have a bleed. It's the only one I see with the bleed's Island.
I couldn't get there in time.
My blade will find you!
Oh, and I forgot to mention that heart bleed or cold thing, whatever it is. If you dispel it, it does a ton of damage to whoever you dispel it off of.
What am I just killing?
You just take the ad Harb and hold on to it. Everybody on it? Go. Come on. There bleeds. I think they're fast enough.
Get your bleeds up.
Bleed!
Come on, Dad. Another blade.
Blades up. Oh.
Get on that.
Blade clear.
Medium.
Okay, where am I standing the wrong place?
You're probably getting too late.
Yeah, you're not getting in the circle when I tell you to go. You immediately need to go. Go.
Bring me that anima, heroes!
The depths take you!
Maybe Aeon needs to go open mic.
What for?
So that we win.
He was being sarcastic.
Your treachery has
I know how comforting her voice is. Don't blame me.
Yeah.
The spring, maybe not, but I sing pretty often, so.
I have any wares.
That's been pretty good.
Thank you.
Could you stop jumping around? No.
No transmog for you. Yeah, if you want to save your stone form, after when we transition and the kickback happens, because occasionally blades will happen then. If you happen to have bleeds on you after you get kicked, it'll be a while for the next crystallize. So if you want to save your stone form, that would be a good time.
All right. Sorry, so my school district's cutting a bunch of arts programs this year, and it was just announced that our school district was chosen this past year as one of the best communities for the music education in the country, and they're about to fire all these teachers in the arts.
Oh God,
I know.
But what about the sports program?
Oh, they're 100% funded.
Always.
Whew, that's a relief.
What's that mean about your job, Carl?
I was lucky. My principals liked me, so they fought really hard to keep me, but not every one of my friends were that lucky.
Do they know who you are?
Not personally, so
They
that's
watch
good.
the Twitch channel.
Why don't you guys just pass state income tax?
5, 4,
It would help.
2.
It would also help if the legislature would just stop spending so much money on charter schools.
Traitors must die!
Uh-oh.
Get your blades out. Crystallize.
Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. No, go, go. Yay, no bleeds. You get stunned when you get your bleed taken off.
Yep.
No, I didn't get my bleed taken off.
Yeah, you made it in there late.
Oh, I got stunned before that.
Maybe.
The bleed taking off is what does the
My
stun.
blade will find
Blades
you!
out, blades out, blades out.
I got the boss on. Alright, you take that. Get ready, get ready. We're gonna have a crystallized soon.
Soak.
Go, go, with hard cook. Alright, get out.
Blades out, blades out.
Continue focusing on that ad, get it down. Arb, I still see bleeds on you, I don't know why.
I was in a circle.
Are you getting in a circle before it lights up, or are you getting after it lights up?
It's circle before the little meteor thing gets there.
Well, if you get right in, you're too late. You need to follow whoever that person is this time when they go in.
The call was too far back.
Go, 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 follow.
Everybody get in and drop your bleed.
Come on, come on.
Champions, I will clear the skies!
Call can't take any damage.
Kill the
Alright,
ad.
focus on the ad. Get your orbs out.
Don't stand in the red poo.
No, you're good, Art.
No escape!
Bleeds out.
The depths take you! Treacherous tear!
Crystallize at 10, so we'll be able to drop some bleeds. Crystallize, make sure to go to X, go to X, go to X.
Go.
Drop your bleeds. Don't soak if you're low health.
No, your place will find you! Treacherous scum! Tear you asunder!
Okay. So I don't
Here
need to...
you need to run your balls to call.
I had a ball? I had a...
There you have a ball. You run that to call.
The depths!
I had a blade.
Which one's call?
The guy in the very back of the room.
That's the prince, not call.
The
Yeah, Renaissal.
Oh yeah, sorry, Renaissal. My bad. Run it to the glowing circle in the back of the room.
See, if you had told me the right one, we'd have survived.
Oh please, you were at the front of the room.
Treacherous scum! Your treachery has
Had it.
come
We would have
to
won.
an end!
Nearby. Pretty just happened.
Serge, did I have a ball?
When you had a ball when you got the bleed thing on you, so you had a ball over your head and Chevron at the same time. Which is okay. After you get the bleed, you need to run the ball.
So you hit you once, and once you're hit, you go do whatever you need to do.
Yeah. You do not. When you got bleed is priority. You get that away from everybody.
Bleed or the blade?
The blade that causes the bleed, whatever. If you have a red chevron, you shouldn't be standing around it.
So red chevron to Sturge. Got it.
I'm hiding. I'm short.
So am I. I'm shorter.
Oh.
Watch your knees.
Mailbox off to the left.
Hey guys, when blades goes out, if you're standing off of star and you're standing like out here, you know, between star and X, when blades go out, there's a good chance you're going to get hit. You need to be on the west side. The west side of the platform, always, or else you're going to get hit with. So I always try to float back.
All right, so let me clarify a little bit on the crystallized circle. Okay, so let's say I'm the person that gets hit with crystallized, and I've been in this group right here. I'm moving over to X as soon as it happens. You're going to see a circle around me when it happens. Circle is a circle you be in immediately if you have a bleed, not the one that shows up after they've been the first one. The first one is a thin red or red or brownish circle around the person. When it is around them, they are going to be moving, and when that circle goes away, that's when whoever's in it gets stunned and gets turned to stone, and that's when the bleed gets taken off of you. If you are not in that circle from the beginning of when they run over there and stand still, then you're too late. So when I say, like, when I'm yelling at everybody to move, that's not everybody move and keep watch and then move in afterwards. If you got to bleed, you got to get in that circle immediately. After they get hit with that stun and everybody in that circle gets their bleeds cleared, there's going to be another circle that shows up and more lit up. The one that's going to be everything needs to stand because the meteors come. Circle happens two different one, and more one is kind of and particles and shit are coming out of it. So you got two different circles. The first circle, the thin one, get in it if you have a bleed. You're going to end up staying there. Everybody else needs to come in after it lights up. All right. Here they ready, Jack. All right, everybody showing is ready. Here's a pull time.
5, 4, 3.
Your rebellion!
Oh, look at that. Somebody wanted to pull today.
Traitors must die!
How friendly.
Tear you asunder!
Rockets are coming.
My blade will find you!
Blades up.
Get out, click. Get out. Click, click. Go,
We're
go,
dead.
go, go.
Get the X, drop your bleed.
Treacherous scum!
Of course, we're supposed to get started.
Bleed! Treacherous
Click
scum!
when you get the blade. You gotta go to the diamond or the moon.
Treacherous scum!
I followed click, sorry.
You run!
Red chevron runs away.
Treacherous scum! Bleed!
If you follow the red chevron, you're die.
Alright guys, you got
Treacherous!
this.
Your treachery has come
Alright,
to
let's
an
go back.
end!
I think Nerd's trying to be a hunter. He's living to the very end.
No, he's trying to kill the hunters.
I have many lucky do's you like.
And everybody should be standing on star. When you float, after you get blades, come back to star. Once you soak meteor, come back to star. It's safer that way, because if you're floating out, like I said before, if you're floating out here between star and X, and you're on the flank of call here, you're going to cause everybody else to get a bleed, because if it hits you, it's going to AoE burst and hit everybody around.
Again, Wicked Blades, come over here. This is where Wicked Blade goes. If you don't come over here, you're going to cause other people to get hit by Wicked Blade, which will kill everybody. If you have Crystallize, you go here. This is where you want to be for Crystallize, not Wicked Blade, Crystallize. Star is here. Star is where you want to be if you're not doing anything. Here's a countdown. We're ready, check.
Everybody should be on star. Click. SAS. Everybody. Star. You can scoot up.
Everybody's ready? Countdown.
I know click might spell funny.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your rebellion ends here! Tear you asunder! No escape!
Out.
Everybody in. Everybody.
Everybody in.
Circle, circle.
Scum!
Yeah. Crystallize. Go, go, go. Everybody go.
It doesn't matter if you're and you're okay or that.
Your being has come to an end.
If you all target and you see people,
You take the ads. I'm gonna take the boss.
and, on the other side, everybody, if you saw all top of you, you go to the back. I mean, just back up. You're gonna get hit with the because it's coming back. Call. Everybody is in their box.
Don't worry about it at all.
Get the ads, Glenn.
Tank the ad. You tank the ad.
The ad to the star. We can bring the ad a little closer.
Here.
No, maybe more like right here, a little bit further out.
Like right where I'm. Okay.
Well, I would about right here, where I would be, and because if you take the ad right here, you keep the ad between you and the stuff. Be good. Be on that side of the ad the whole time. Everybody's
5, 4, 1.
What's that?
My blade will find you.
Yeah. Go.
Hard scum.
Really too close. Drop your bleeds.
get to his bleed. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
You cannot run!
Get the more on top of Scanner.
My blade find you!
Slide, go, go, go.
My soldiers will strike from the air. Champions, I will put the skies.
Grab all the orbs and run them in.
Get your blades.
Get on crystallize. Go, 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 go.
My blade will treacherous scum!
Nothing around.
The
All right, healers. I think what's happening is y'all getting stunned and are unable to heal. Like I got stunned and then I didn't die because I'm just gonna say this, healers: if you do not have a bleed, do not get near the last. Do have a bleed, go clear it.
Many lucky dudes do you like?
What?
It should just be people that have several swipes there that, like, 99% of the raid had them.
Oh, you mean at any given time?
Yeah, so basically, it's going to only bleed the two people with blades. So they're the only ones that need to get stunned. And the tank. And so they're the only ones that need to get stunned. So if, 90% raid with a bleed, they all have to stand and leave everybody out. Please, if you see call is close, because I know that time the call was moving around a lot and really close to a star, make sure to keep moving away, guys, when you're doing it, because when that bleed comes back, you kind of move call away from star.
I, Gavin, will save us.
I'm trying to call out, but the problem is her hitbox might be gigantic. She moves very easily. So like I'm trying to get myself on the opposite side of her from where the Wicked Blade is coming, and when it comes in, it is still every.
She pause when it goes to hit her.
She pauses, but when she moves immediately.
When she catches it, though, if she catches it enough for you to move away, does she just move when you?
She moves to me.
Okay, so the tank on her is always going to get a bleed. Then it sounds like.
Unless we can make sure that the blade hits her without hitting us, and it's possible to do that. It's just that she likes to stay right next to me, and then she'll move around and get on the omni, and it fucks me up.
Yeah. So just everybody else, sure that when Connor, it's still your responsibility to not be on top of call. I mean, so if that bleed's coming, you need to move away.
Hey, Karn, can you get off your mount? That's actually this direction.
Get off your horse.
Your high horse, really.
That's right.
Well, we can't misdirect you when you're on the horse.
That's a dumb rule.
It is.
All right, everybody, showing is ready. Here's your countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your rebellion ends here!
Christmas! Pay for your crimes. Pay for your crimes.
You cannot run!
I got to take a getting this.
Go. Watch out for Nathal.
Blades up.
Crystallize, go.
Drop the bleeds.
I don't have a bleed, so I have to get in.
Correct.
I'm catching.
Kill that ad, guys. Come on. Get Renathal's stuff up.
You cannot run!
We still can't hurt the boss, so don't blow cools.
Shield yourselves!
Get to Renathal.
You cannot
Or you're
escape
getting
my
kicked out.
wrath! Draven, are you alright?
I got Grishaw. Same place.
I get stay for your crimes. They fly a little stiff in the morning.
Don't stop.
Crystallize if you need it.
Soap for meteor. Back on the edge. Bleeds out.
I will break you!
That goes to Skull. Yes, close enough.
Beware.
Alright, seismic upheaval, just dodge. Drop the bleeds we need to. Soak the meteor.
Break you!
I'm going to soak the triangle.
Back on the star.
Beware.
Run around and dodge.
My blade will find you!
We need people to soak. Stand in them. Somebody get them. Not everybody, just one person. Oh my god.
Beware.
Now that's going to be a problem. Because you get a debuff.
On the ad.
Meteor. Bring the ad back to Star.
Know your place.
I'm dead.
Alright, you see the swirlies there? You know, star or skull. Yeah. But who was that? Ear. You should have to square. Because we already had 3 there.
Scum.
So that's the next phase that we have not seen yet, but you guys did really good getting to that far. But basically what you're looking at is that seismic upheaval is the thing you're looking around from, but the what is it called? Reverberating eruption. When you get it, we're gonna want to put like the first one on skull, and then the second one on triangle, and the third one on the orange, and the fourth one onto the square. Want them to kind of be spaced out a little bit. What you're doing is you're dropping them, that way one person can run into each of them and soak them every time they go off. So we want them to kind of be spaced out in a line here.
When you soak, you get a debuff and you can't soak twice. And so that's why we'll usually assign 2 people to each one. That it's your job to soak those. If you can't, and you say that you can't, someone else has to. So when that happens, everybody needs to be on their toes. And you see nobody standing in there, we don't need more than one person. And so everybody in there call it, say, I'm going to say triangle.
All right, guys. Good job on this. We got to phase 2. Good job, 2 sludge fists tonight. We'll pick up on this on Wednesday.
And then you get to phase, and then.
Yeah, the final phase is just try to do everything at the same time.
It's a horrible fight.